Welcome to Daily Metal, where every day a different metal album gets dissected for your sadistic listening pleasure. I'm the heavy metal lawyer, Emma, and in this show, I'll talk about why the music in these albums is so good and where they fall in the history of music's most wretched genre. Do I have a treat for y'all today? Or I should say, Zeal and Ardor had a treat for metal and really music in general today, June 8th in 2018, when they released their album, Stranger Fruit. For those unaware, Zeal and Ardor are a strong contender for the most interesting and innovative band in metal right now by their successful blend of black metal and country hymnals, along with several tangential genres to those two core genres, such as blues and death metal and so on. The country hymnals that Zeal and Ardor evokes aren't just any kind of country hymnals, though. They're prison songs, which were most often sung by men on chain gangs in the Deep South during Jim Crow apartheid. The men on these chain gangs were required to sing godly Christian music as they kept rhythmically chopping wood, digging ditches, or whatever else they were working on that day. But they tried to pick themes about freedom and liberation to sort of subtly resist their captors' will. So Zeal and Ardor presents a kind of alternative universe where the men on those chain gangs were not limited to subtle resistance and instead could release the full rage that was in their hearts. Though don't get it twisted and think the evocation of the chain gang sound with its call and response bluesy cries is just a gimmick. Manuel Gagnon, who is the singer and creator of Zeal and Ardor, is Thomas Dorsey level good. He has real soul in his voice. You can hear that he has been touched, though by Satan rather than Jesus Christ. I reference Thomas Dorsey, the famous gospel singer, because when Thomas Dorsey first came onto the scene, a lot of churchgoers actually criticized his music as being too influenced by secular music. And I think it sort of presents an interesting contrast to how Zeal and Ardor relates to modern gospel music. And Manuel knows his scripture just as much as Dorsey knew his, though his scripture is Aleister Crowley and the Satanic Bible rather than the gospel. And what makes Zeal and Ardor so impressive is that it blends not only the sound of the two genres of black metal and country hymnals, it also blends the themes. Sure, Stranger Fruit has plenty of allusions to all things occult and satanic, but the album's title warns you before the music even starts that this is going to be about racist violence and the hell for Black people that is the United States. And Manuel has stated that he really likes to blur the lines between those two, so you're not sure what he is singing about at any given moment. On the album's standout track, Ship on Fire, one listener may hear an anthem of righteous, white supremacy smashing fury, a revenge rager for the ghost of the Atlantic Passage, but another listener might fixate on the Latin chants taken from the book of Abramelin. With both the historic and the spiritual, the album returns again and again to inevitable death, and usually violent death. Zeal and Ardor's recent EP, Wake of a Nation, was even better in my opinion, with both its unique blend of the genres and its more politically charged lyrics. So believe it or not, I bet an even better album than this already 10 out of 10 album, Stranger Fruit, could be on the horizon, even if Manuel is telling us that death is also on the horizon. So, are you as into the blending of black metal and country hymnals as I am? What's the most interesting blend of metal with other genres that you've heard? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, please follow the channel because I'll be trying to put these out every day on the metal album that came out that day, why the music is so brutal, and where it fits in the history of the genre.